The shortcut to high-ticket sales. In video 7, I stepped you through the process most marketers go through to master high-ticket sales. As you can tell, it's not exactly smooth nor easy. However, for the longest time, this is how most marketers learned. They had to learn the hard way. They had to pay their dues. In fact, the process is so hard that the vast majority of people who tried their hand at high-ticket sales end up dropping out or settling for mediocre results. It's fairly rare for somebody to become really successful doing things the hard way. Still, after some time, a significant portion of people would graduate from getting mediocre results to getting better results, but it can take quite a bit of time. In fact, for too many people, it takes too much time and involves too much experimentation. No wonder too many marketers just give up. Thankfully, there's a better way. It's always a good idea to start out with high-ticket sales by learning the ropes. You have to learn how to do the basics. You have to learn how to sell online, how to find the right niche, and how to create content that would appeal to your customer base. You have to know the basics of segmenting your audience, so you know what to expect. Once you're familiar with all the different parts of online high-ticket sales, this is the point in time where you should start looking for a shortcut. Don't do it before this point. This is extremely important. You have to go through the process of learning high-ticket sales the traditional way. But once you have a good understanding of all the different moving parts and everything that's involved in the process, then and only then should you start thinking about shortcuts. Use these shortcuts to take your high-ticket sales marketing efforts to a whole new level. I share these shortcuts with you because it's too easy to get stuck. It's too easy to feel like you're just banging your head on the wall, and in frustration, you drop everything. A lot of people who try high-ticket sales or affiliate marketing in general go through this process. A lot of them never come back. A lot of them just quit. I don't want you to be one of those people. While it is important to learn how everything fits together and to have a general understanding of how to sell online, you can't just stay there. You can't continue to stubbornly do things the hard way when there is an easier way available to you. What is this secret? What is the shortcut? It's very simple. Reverse engineer existing high-ticket players in your target niche. In other words, find your competitors, figure out which one of them is successful, and do what they're doing by fitting it into what you know about high-ticket sales. Seems pretty straightforward, right? It is. First, you need to find your most successful competitors. This is pretty straightforward. At this point, you already know what keywords are related to your niche. Enter them in Google. Find as many competing websites as possible. Next, enter the domain names of your competitors into tools like Alexa Site Info. Alexa will give you a rough ranking of your competitor. This ranking should give you a general idea of how well they do in terms of traffic. But you shouldn't stop with Alexa. You should also take your competitor's domain and plug them into SEMrush. SEMrush will tell you how well they're doing when it comes to SEO. Putting all these data sets together, you can get a good idea which of your competitors are getting a lot of traffic in your niche and which ones are struggling. Learn from the winners. Filter your list and focus on a fairly small number of competitors. These should be the runaway winners of your niche. They should leave pretty much everybody else in the dust as far as traffic goes. Again, we're estimating traffic based on Alexa score and search engine visibility provided by tools like SEMrush.com. What to look for? Now that you have your shortlist going, study the following features of your competitors. Their content strategy. What do they write about? What do they focus on? What themes keep cropping up among all your major competitors? Their ads. What kind of ads do they normally show? Do they push services or merchandise or both? Are these ads for high-ticket items or do they mix in low-ticket items? Do they openly advertise their $1 or buyer list products? Their mailing list strategy. Do they have a mailing list? Join their mailing list and see if they segment or filter their main mailing list into smaller lists. Do they use $1 items to create buyers lists? Their ad designs. Pay attention to the text of their ads as well as their formatting. Pay attention to whatever graphics they use in their ads. Their branding efforts. Do they bother to create a brand? Do they actively engage their site visitors in crafting their brand message? Do they talk about brand values? Their social media presence. By social media, I am referring to the broadest definition of that term. Look for your competitors on forums, Facebook groups, Facebook pages, Facebook comments, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, SlideShare, and everywhere else. This should give you a fairly clear view of their traffic sources. Their SEO footprint. Enter the domains of your competitors in SEMrush and look for their backlinks. This should give you a fairly clear idea of just how optimized they are for search engines. Make sure you go through the list above. Don't skip an item. You need to reverse engineer all your competitors using the list above so you can be properly informed as to how they got to the position they're in. This information will also function as a roadmap for your marketing efforts later on.